Question 1. In the event of a total loss to a homeowner's property, how is the claim typically paid out according to most homeowner policies, assuming the policyholder is insured for the replacement cost, A, actual cash value minus depreciation, B, full replacement cost with no deduction for depreciation, C, market value at the time of the loss, D, appraised value prior to the loss? Correct answer, B, full replacement cost with no deduction for depreciation. Explanation. Most homeowner policies with a replacement cost endorsement pay out the full replacement cost of the property in the event of a total loss. This means that the insurer will cover the cost to rebuild or replace the damaged property without factoring in depreciation. This is different from policies that pay out based on the actual cash value, which subtracts depreciation from the payout. Missouri law requires insurers to clearly indicate the replacement cost method in policy documents to avoid confusion. Depreciation is not considered when the replacement cost method is used, which ensures that the policyholder is made whole after a total loss. Question 2. Mr. Davis owns a commercial building insured under a commercial package poly CPP. If a fire causes significant damage to the building, but his insurance company denies part of the claim citing that the fire was caused by improper maintenance, what should Mr. Davis do under the appraisal provision of the policy? A. Accept the insurer's decision without further action. B. Hire a public adjuster to negotiate the claim with the insurer. C. Demand an appraisal of the damage by a neutral third party. D. File a lawsuit against the insurer immediately. Correct answer. C. Demand an appraisal of the damage by a neutral third party. Explanation. The appraisal provision in a commercial package poly CPP allows the insured to request a neutral third-party evaluation when there is a dispute over the amount of damage or loss. Mr. Davis can invoke this provision if he believes the insurer's estimate of the damage is too low or unfair. Both the insurer and the insured will each appoint an appraiser, and the two appraisers will select an umpire. If they cannot agree on the amount of loss, the umpire's decision will be final. Filing. A lawsuit should be a last resort if the appraisal process does not resolve the issue. Missouri law upholds the appraisal clause in insurance disputes, making this the proper first step. Question 3. Which of the following is true regarding the calculation of compensatory damages under Missouri's tort liability laws? A. Compensatory damages only include punitive damages. B. Compensatory damages include both general and special damages. C. Compensatory damages are capped at $500,000 in Missouri. D. Compensatory damages can only be awarded if punitive damages are also awarded. Correct answer. B. Compensatory damages include both general and special damages. Explanation. Compensatory damages in Missouri are meant to compensate the injured party for their actual losses. These include both general damages for non-economic losses such as pain and suffering, and special damages for economic losses like medical bills and lost wages. Punitive damages are a separate category and are intended to punish the defendant rather than compensate the plaintiff. There is no cap on compensatory damages in Missouri, except in certain medical malpractice cases. Missouri law clearly distinguishes between compensatory and punitive damages, allowing for both types in a civil lawsuit, but they are not interdependent. Question 4. Under a typical homeowner's policy, if an insured's property is damaged due to a water leak resulting from a ruptured pipe, which of the following would most likely be covered? A. The cost to replace the ruptured pipe itself. B. Water damage to walls and floors caused by the ruptured pipe. C. The cost to repair pre-existing water damage unrelated to the leak. D. The replacement of all plumbing fixtures in the house. Correct answer. B. Water damage to walls and floors caused by the ruptured pipe. Explanation. Homeowners' policies generally cover sudden and accidental damage caused by events like a ruptured pipe, which includes the resulting water damage to floors, walls, and ceilings. However, the policy typically excludes the cost of replacing the pipe itself, as that is considered maintenance. Additionally, pre-existing conditions or unrelated repairs are not covered. Under Missouri law, insurers must define these terms in policy documents to inform the insured of maintenance versus covered damage. Question 5. Which of the following best describes the primary purpose of the Missouri Department of Insurance, Financial Institutions, and Professional Registration, to advocate for insurance companies' profitability? B. To protect consumers by regulating insurance industry practices. C. To increase competition among Missouri insurers. D. To provide insurance coverage to all Missouri residents. Correct answer. B. To protect consumers by regulating insurance industry practices. Explanation. The Missouri DIF's main responsibility is to protect consumers by ensuring that insurance companies operate fairly and comply with state laws. The DIFP reviews policy terms, investigates complaints, enforces penalties for violations, and promotes market stability to protect policyholders. It does not prioritize industry profit or mandate insurance coverage for all residents. Its regulatory framework aligns with Missouri statutes, which emphasize consumer protection as the agency's priority. Question 6. When applying the concept of indemnity in insurance, which of the following best explains what an insurer aims to accomplish? A. To ensure the insured can profit from a loss. B. To restore the insured to the financial position they were in before the loss. C. To provide full replacement cost without considering depreciation. D. To reduce the likelihood of future claims by penalizing the insured. Correct answer. B. To restore the insured to the financial position they were in before the loss. Explanation. Indemnity is a foundational principle in insurance, where the insurer aims to make whole the insured by covering losses without allowing profit from the claim. This means the insured should be returned to their pre-loss financial position, not profiting or gaining extra value. Options like replacement cost are specific to certain policies but still operate under indemnity principles. Missouri law upholds indemnity as a means of maintaining fairness and discouraging moral hazard by avoiding profit from losses. Question 7. Mr. Singh has a dwelling policy with broad form coverage. During a winter storm, a tree branch collapses onto his roof, causing structural damage. Which coverage under his policy would typically pay for the repair of the roof? A. Coverage A. Dwelling. B. Coverage B. Other structures. C. Coverage C. Personal property. D. Coverage D. Loss of use. Correct answer. A. Coverage A. Dwelling. Explanation. In a broad form dwelling policy, coverage A applies directly to the structure of the home, covering damages caused by insured perils such as falling objects, including tree branches. Coverage B applies to separate structures like garages, and coverage C pertains to personal property. Loss of use, coverage D, only covers additional living expenses if the dwelling becomes uninhabitable. Missouri regulations support these coverage distinctions to ensure clear boundaries on what each policy section covers, particularly in peril situations like this. Question 8. In Missouri, which of the following actions is considered an unfair trade practice in the insurance industry? A. Denying a claim without conducting a reasonable investigation. B. Refusing to insure a high-risk individual. C. Adjusting premiums based on policyholder demographics. D. Charging additional fees for policy underwriting. Correct answer. A. Denying a claim without conducting a reasonable investigation. Explanation. Under Missouri law, insurers are prohibited from engaging in unfair trade practices, which include denying claims without a thorough investigation. Insurers must act in good faith, giving all claims fair consideration. While demographic factors may impact underwriting, this practice is regulated and permissible within limits. Charging for underwriting may be permissible in certain contexts but cannot be used as a tactic to deceive. Missouri's unfair trade practice statutes enforce fair treatment of consumers and set clear expectations on claims handling. Question 9. Which of the following is an example of contributory negligence in Missouri? A. An insured failing to wear a seatbelt, which increases injury severity in an accident. B. An insured causing an accident by speeding. C. An insured providing false information on an insurance application. D. An insured exceeding their policy limits in a claim. Correct answer. A. An insured failing to wear a seatbelt, which increases injury severity in an accident. Explanation. Contributory negligence in Missouri refers to situations where the insured's actions contribute to the severity of their injury even if they did not directly cause the accident. For example, failing to wear a seatbelt can increase injury in an accident, impacting the compensation received due to the insured's role in their own harm. Missouri law follows modified comparative negligence rules, which may reduce claim payouts based on the insured's negligence but does not eliminate recovery entirely unless fault reaches a certain threshold. Question 10. If a Missouri homeowner's insurance policy includes a coinsurance clause requiring 80% coverage, and the insured only carries 60% of the replacement cost, what is likely to happen if a partial loss occurs? A. The insurer will pay the full amount of the loss without penalty. B. The insurer will pay a reduced amount based on the coinsurance requirement. C. The policyholder will receive a set percentage of the actual loss, regardless of coverage. D. The policyholder will be required to pay a coinsurance fee before receiving payment. Correct answer. B. The insurer will pay a reduced amount based on the coinsurance requirement. Explanation. The coinsurance clause requires the policyholder to insure a certain percentage of the property's replacement cost, typically 80%. If the insured only carries 60%, they are penalized in the event of a loss by receiving a reduced payout proportionate to the coverage deficiency. Coinsurance calculations apply a formula to determine the payout reduction. Missouri policies with coinsurance clauses clearly outline these requirements, reinforcing the need for adequate coverage to avoid penalties. Question 11. What does the term subrogation mean in the context of property and casualty insurance? A. The insurer's right to step into the insured's shoes to recover from a third party. B. The insured's right to claim additional funds from a second policy. C. The process of transferring insurance to a new policyholder. D. The procedure of disputing a claim with the insurer. Correct answer. A. The insurer's right to step into the insured's shoes to recover from a third party. Explanation. Subrogation allows the insurer to pursue a third party that caused a loss to the insured, recovering the amount paid in the claim. This prevents the insured from double-dipping by receiving compensation from both the insurer and the responsible party. Missouri law grants insurers this right as a measure to manage claim costs and reduce premium rates by allowing insurers to recover payouts from liable third parties. Question 12. A Missouri auto insurance policy includes liability coverage. If the insured is at fault in an accident, what type of damages would liability insurance cover? A. The insured's medical bills and vehicle repairs. B. The medical bills and property damage of the other party. C. The insured's lost wages due to injury. D. The cost to the insured's defense attorney only. Correct answer. B. The medical bills and property damage of the other party. Explanation. Liability coverage in an auto policy is designed to pay for bodily injury and property damage caused by the insured to other parties in an accident for which the insured is at fault. This coverage does not pay for the insured's injuries or vehicle repairs, as those require separate coverages, like collision or medical payments. Missouri requires minimum liability coverage limits, emphasizing protection for third parties impacted by the insured's negligence. Question 13. In Missouri, which of the following must an insurer do if they decide to cancel an auto insurance policy for a reason other than non-payment? A. Provide the insured with a written notice 30 days in advance. B. Issue a refund for the policyholder's entire premium. C. Allow the policyholder to keep the policy for an additional 90 days. D. Offer the policyholder the option to switch to a different insurer. Correct answer. A. Provide the insured with a written notice 30 days in advance. Explanation. Missouri law requires insurers to give policyholders at least a 30-day notice before canceling an auto insurance policy for reasons other than non-payment. This regulation provides time for the insured to seek alternate coverage. In cases of non-payment, however, a 10-day notice is usually sufficient. The notice requirement reflects Missouri's emphasis on protecting consumers from sudden lapses in coverage. Question 14. Which of the following perils is typically excluded from coverage in a standard homeowner's insurance policy? A. Fire damage. B. Windstorm damage. C. Earthquake damage. D. Theft. Correct answer. C. Earthquake damage. Explanation. Standard homeowners insurance policies usually exclude earthquake damage, requiring policyholders to purchase separate earthquake insurance if they want coverage for this peril. Fire, windstorm, and theft are generally covered perils in standard homeowners policies. In Missouri, earthquake endorsements are available, and agents often educate clients on the exclusion to ensure they understand any gaps in their coverage. Question 15. An insurer issues a Missouri auto insurance policy that includes uninsured motorist coverage. Under what circumstances would this coverage apply? A. The insured's vehicle is damaged by a hit-and-run driver. B. The insured's vehicle is damaged in a collision with an animal. C. The insured causes an accident involving a pedestrian. D. The insured's vehicle is damaged by a falling tree. Correct answer. A. The insured's vehicle is damaged by a hit-and-run driver. Explanation. An insured motorist, coverage applies when the insured suffers injuries or damages due to a driver who is uninsured or cannot be identified, such as in a hit-and-run accident. It does not apply to non-vehicular incidents like animal collisions or falling trees. Missouri requires coverage in auto policies to protect insured drivers in situations involving uninsured or underinsured motorists. Question 16. Which of the following is typically required of all Missouri property and casualty insurance agents? A. A minimum of 5 years of work experience. B. Completion of continuing education requirements. C. A degree in risk management or finance. D. A license renewal every year. Correct answer. B. Completion of continuing education requirements. Explanation. Missouri property and casualty agents must complete continuing education, to maintain their licenses, ensuring they stay updated on industry practices, regulations, and consumer protection standards. Missouri requirements aim to promote professionalism and keep agents informed about relevant legal and procedural changes. Question 17. Which of the following describes the insurable interest in an insurance contract? A. The amount the insured can collect in a claim. B. The insured's financial stake in the property or person being insured. C. The maximum amount an insurer will pay for a loss. D. The value of the premium paid for the policy. Correct answer. B. The insured's financial stake in the property or person being insured. Explanation. Insurable interest refers to the insured's financial stake in the subject of the insurance, meaning they would experience a financial loss if the insured property or person were damaged or lost. Insurable interest is a fundamental requirement in Missouri insurance contracts, ensuring that the insured has a legitimate reason for coverage and preventing policies from becoming speculative or fraudulent. Question 18. Which of the following best describes the purpose of Missouri's assigned risk plan for auto insurance? A. To offer lower premium rates for low-risk drivers. B. To provide coverage for high-risk drivers who cannot obtain insurance elsewhere. C. To assign specific insurance carriers to drivers based on their zip codes. D. To allow drivers to insure their vehicles with multiple insurers. Correct answer. B. To provide coverage for high-risk drivers who cannot obtain insurance elsewhere. Explanation. Missouri's assigned risk plan is a program designed to ensure high-risk drivers who cannot secure coverage in the voluntary market have access to basic auto insurance. Insurers participate in the assigned risk plan and must accept these drivers to promote public safety and compliance with financial responsibility laws. This program is critical in helping all drivers meet state requirements. Question 19. In Missouri, what is the minimum liability coverage limit for bodily injury per accident under a standard auto insurance policy? A. $10,000. B. $25,000. C. $50,000. D. $100,000. Correct answer. C. $50,000. Explanation. Missouri requires a minimum bodily injury liability limit of $50,000 per accident for auto insurance policies, with $25,000 per person as the sublimit. These mandatory minimums aim to protect third parties by ensuring sufficient coverage to pay for injuries in the event of an at-fault accident. Missouri drivers must meet these requirements to legally operate their vehicles. Question 20. Which of the following statements is true regarding Missouri's Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act? A. It allows insurers to deny claims without explanation if the policyholder is at fault. B. It prohibits insurers from delaying the settlement of claims without a reasonable cause. C. It requires insurers to pay a claim within 24 hours of submission. D. It permits insurers to reduce claim payments based on the policyholder's credit score. Correct answer. B. It prohibits insurers from delaying the settlement of claims without a reasonable cause. Explanation. The Unfair Claims Settlement Practices Act in Missouri ensures that insurers handle claims in a timely and fair manner. It prevents insurers from delaying or denying claims without just cause and mandates prompt communication with policyholders. This regulation reflects Missouri's commitment to protecting consumers from abusive practices, requiring insurers to adhere to standards of fair and reasonable claims handling. Question 21. What is the purpose of Missouri's workers' compensation insurance? A. To provide health insurance for all employees in Missouri. B. To offer unemployment benefits to workers who lose their jobs. C. To cover the costs of job-related injuries or illnesses for employees. D. To cover the costs of injuries for independent contractors. Correct answer. C. To cover the costs of job-related injuries or illnesses for employees. Explanation. Workers' compensation insurance provides benefits to employees who suffer job-related injuries or illnesses, covering medical expenses and lost wages. Missouri law mandates that most employers carry this insurance to ensure employees receive compensation for workplace injuries without having to sue their employers. Independent contractors, however, typically are not covered under this insurance. Question 22. Under Missouri law, an insurer may cancel a homeowner's insurance policy for any reason during the first days of coverage of 10. B. 30. C. 60. D. 90. Correct answer. C. 60. Explanation. Missouri law permits insurers to cancel a homeowner's policy within the first 60 days of issuance for any reason, provided they give the insured notice. After this initial period, the insurer must have specific reasons, such as non-payment or material misrepresentation, to cancel. This 60-day period allows insurers time to fully assess risk. Question 23. Which of the following statements about actual cash value is correct? A. It refers to the replacement cost of an item minus depreciation. B. It means paying the full cost of replacing an item. C. It applies only to auto insurance policies. D. It always equals the original purchase price. Correct answer. A. It refers to the replacement cost of an item minus depreciation. Explanation. Actual cash value, ACV, represents the replacement cost of an item minus its depreciation, reflecting the item's current value. Missouri policies often use ACV for claim settlements unless the insured has purchased a replacement cost endorsement, which covers the full cost to replace an item without depreciation. Question 24. In Missouri, which of the following types of coverage is mandatory for all auto insurance policies? A. Comprehensive coverage. B. Collision coverage. C. Uninsured motorist coverage. D. Underinsured motorist coverage. Correct answer. C. Uninsured motorist coverage. Explanation. Missouri law requires all auto insurance policies to include uninsured motorist coverage, which protects the insured in cases where they are hit by a driver without insurance. This coverage helps pay for injuries or damages caused by uninsured drivers, promoting protection for law-abiding insured drivers. Comprehensive and collision coverages are optional. Question 25. Which of the following is an example of contributory negligence? A. An insured driver shares some fault in an accident and thus cannot recover damages. B. The insurance company pays only part of a claim due to policy exclusions. C. Two insurance companies share the cost of a claim equally. D. The insurer denies a claim due to an unpaid premium. Correct answer. A. An insured driver shares some fault in an accident and thus cannot recover damages. Explanation. Under contributory negligence, if a party is even partially at fault in causing an accident, they may be barred from recovering damages from the other party. Missouri follows a modified comparative negligence system, which allows parties to recover damages unless their fault exceeds a certain threshold, typically 50%. Question 26. A Missouri insured has a homeowner's policy with a $500 deductible. If they file a claim for $3,000 in storm damage, how much will the insurer pay? A. $3,000. B. $2,500. C. $500. D. $0. Correct answer. B. $2,500. Explanation. In this case, the insurer will pay $3,000 minus the $500 deductible, resulting in a payment of $2,500 to the insured. Deductibles are the portion of a claim the insured must pay out of pocket, and they reduce the overall cost of insurance by sharing some of the risk with the policyholder. Question 27. In Missouri, if a person has an umbrella liability policy, what does it provide? A. Coverage only for property damage. B. Additional liability coverage beyond primary policy limits. C. Coverage only in cases of natural disasters. D. Coverage only for auto-related incidents. Correct answer. B. Additional liability coverage beyond primary policy limits. Explanation. An umbrella policy provides additional liability coverage above the limits of primary policies, such as auto or homeowners insurance, offering extra protection in cases where the insured's liability exceeds their policy limits. This type of policy can be particularly valuable in high-risk situations, as it helps cover larger liability exposures. Question 28. In Missouri, a person who operates as an insurance producer without a valid license may face which of the following consequences? A. A warning from the state without any penalties. B. A fine or illegal penalties. C. Automatic issuance of a temporary license. D. Eligibility for reduced license fees. Correct answer. B. A fine or illegal penalties. Explanation. Operating as an insurance producer without a valid license in Missouri is illegal and can result in fines or other legal penalties. Licensing ensures that producers are knowledgeable, qualified, and adhere to regulatory standards, protecting consumers and maintaining industry integrity. Question 29. Which of the following best describes the declaration page for ECA property insurance policy? A. It lists the policy's exclusions. B. It provides a summary of coverage, limits, and policy details. C. It includes information on how to file a claim. D. It lists the endorsements available for the policy. Correct answer. B. It provides a summary of coverage, limits, and policy details. Explanation. The declaration page, or DEC page, outlines key information about the policy, such as the insured's name, coverage amounts, limits, premium, and policy period. This page serves as a quick reference for the most important policy details and is essential for understanding the specific protections the policy provides. Question 30. In Missouri, which of the following is generally covered by a standard homeowner's insurance policy? A. Flood damage. B. Water damage from a burst pipe. C. Earthquake damage. D. Termite infestation. Correct answer. B. Water damage from a burst pipe. Explanation. Standard homeowners insurance typically covers water damage from sudden, accidental events like a burst pipe. However, it does not cover flood or earthquake damage, which requires separate policies, nor does it cover damages from gradual issues like termite infestations. Missouri homeowners are encouraged to consider additional policies if they are at risk for excluded perils like floods. Question 31. In Missouri, which of the following is a duty of the insured after a loss occurs? They ignore any further damage until the insurer inspects. B. File a police report only if the insurer demands it. C. Notify the insurer immediately and take steps to prevent further damage. D. Discard damaged property immediately. Correct answer. C. Notify the insurer immediately and take steps to prevent further damage. Explanation. After a loss, the insured is responsible for notifying the insurer promptly and taking reasonable steps to protect the property from further damage. This helps prevent additional losses and allows the insurer to assess the original damage accurately. Discarding damaged property or failing to protect it could lead to a denial of the claim. Question 32. Which of the following coverages would typically apply if a tree falls on a policyholder's home during a windstorm in Missouri? A. Liability coverage. B. Loss of use coverage. C. Dwelling coverage. D. Personal property coverage. Correct answer. C. Dwelling coverage. Explanation. Dwelling coverage generally applies to damage to the structure of the home itself, including incidents where a tree falls on the house due to covered peril like a windstorm. Personal property coverage would apply if the tree damaged belongings inside the home, and loss of use coverage would cover temporary living expenses if the home becomes uninhabitable. Question 33. Which of the following statements about Missouri's fair claims settlement practices is correct? A. Insurers must always settle claims in the insured's favor. B. Insurers can delay claim payments indefinitely as long as they notify the insured. C. Insurers must conduct a prompt investigation of claims. D. Insurers are allowed to settle claims without any proof of loss. Correct answer. C. Insurers must conduct a prompt investigation of claims. Explanation. Missouri's fair claims settlement practices require insurers to conduct a prompt and fair investigation of claims. This helps ensure that policyholders receive timely and just settlements, promoting fairness and accountability within the insurance industry. Indefinite delays or settling without proper proof of loss are prohibited practices. Question 34. Under Missouri law, when must an auto insurer provide a notice of renewal to an insured? A. 10 days before the renewal. B. 20 days before the renewal. C. 30 days before the renewal. D. 60 days before the renewal. Correct answer. C. 30 days before the renewal. Explanation. Missouri requires auto insurers to provide a renewal notice at least 30 days before the policy's expiration date. This notice period allows the insured time to review coverage options, make changes if needed, or seek alternative coverage, ensuring they are not unexpectedly uninsured. Question 35. Which of the following is an example of insurable interest under Missouri law? A. A person purchasing insurance on a stranger's car. B. A homeowner buying insurance on their property. C. A neighbor purchasing insurance for a friend's house. D. A tenant buying insurance on the landlord's building. Correct answer. B. A homeowner buying insurance on their property. Explanation. Insurable interest means the policyholder would suffer a financial loss if the insured property or person were damaged. In this case, a homeowner has a financial interest in their property and, therefore, an insurable interest. Missouri law requires insurable interest for any valid insurance policy, preventing speculative insurance practices. Question 36. In Missouri, what does replacement cost coverage on a homeowner's policy mean? A. It reimburses the policyholder for the depreciated value of their property. B. It provides the amount necessary to replace damaged property without deducting depreciation. C. It covers only the original purchase price of the damaged property. D. It reimburses based on the policyholder's estimate of value. Correct answer. B. It provides the amount necessary to replace damaged property without deducting depreciation. Explanation. Replacement cost coverage provides reimbursement for the cost of replacing or repairing damaged property without considering depreciation. This means the policyholder can replace items with new ones of similar kind and quality. This differs from actual cash value, ACV, policies, which factor in depreciation. Question 37. Which of the following best describes the appraisal clause in a Missouri property insurance policy? A. It is a binding decision by the insurer on claim amounts. B. It allows the policyholder to adjust premiums during a claim. C. It provides a method for resolving disputes over the value of a loss. D. It states the exact value of the property at purchase. Correct answer. C. It provides a method for resolving disputes over the value of a loss. Explanation. The appraisal clause offers a method for policyholders and insurers to resolve disputes over the amount of a covered loss. If there is a disagreement about the value of the loss, each party can hire an appraiser, and the appraisers may select an umpire to resolve the dispute, providing a fair valuation process without requiring litigation. Question 38. Under Missouri's value policy law, what must an insurer pay in the event of a total loss of a covered building? A. The actual cash value of the building at the time of loss. B. The depreciated value of the building. C. The full policy limit, regardless of the building's actual value. D. The value determined by an independent appraiser. Correct answer. C. The full policy limit, regardless of the building's actual value. Explanation. Missouri's value policy law requires insurers to pay the full policy limit if a covered building is deemed a total loss due to a covered peril. This law ensures that insured parties receive a predetermined amount rather than a lower value based on the actual cash value or other factors at the time of loss. Question 39. In Missouri, what does additional living expense coverage in a homeowner's policy provide? A. Payment for any home repairs. B. Reimbursement for added living costs if the home becomes uninhabitable. C. Coverage for recreational equipment. D. A discount on future premiums. Correct answer. B. Reimbursement for added living costs if the home becomes uninhabitable. Explanation. Additional living expense. L. Coverage reimburses the insured for increased living costs if they need to live elsewhere temporarily because their home is uninhabitable due to a covered loss. This can include expenses for lodging, meals, and other costs necessary to maintain their standard of living during repairs. Question 40. Which of the following is typically covered under the personal property section of a Missouri homeowner's policy? A. Permanent fixtures. B. Detached garages. C. Appliances and furniture inside the home. D. Land beneath the home. Correct answer. C. Appliances and furniture inside the home. Explanation. The personal property section of a homeowner's policy covers items such as furniture, appliances, and personal belongings within the home. Structures like detached garages are usually covered under other structures, and permanent fixtures are part of the dwelling coverage. Land is not covered by homeowners insurance. Question 41. Under Missouri law, which of the following factors can legally be considered by an insurer when determining auto insurance premiums? A. The policyholder's marital status. B. The policyholder's race. C. The policyholder's driving history. D. The policyholder's employment status. Correct answer. C. The policyholder's driving history. Explanation. In Missouri, insurers are allowed to consider factors related to driving risks such as the policyholder's driving history when setting auto insurance premiums. However, they cannot legally use discriminatory factors such as race or employment status in premium calculations. Marital status may sometimes be considered, but it depends on specific underwriting guidelines. Question 42. If a Missouri homeowner wants additional coverage for high-value items such as jewelry or fine art, which of the following options would be most suitable? A. Increasing the policy deductible. B. Adding a floater or scheduled personal property endorsement. C. Increasing liability coverage. D. Adding loss of use coverage. Correct answer. B. Adding a floater or scheduled personal property endorsement. Explanation. A floater or scheduled personal property endorsement allows homeowners to insure valuable items like jewelry and fine art for their full value. Standard homeowners policies typically have limits on such high-value items, so adding an endorsement provides adequate coverage for these assets. Question 43. In a Missouri commercial property insurance policy, which of the following would NOT typically be covered under business personal property? A. Computers and office equipment. B. Inventory stored for sale. C. Permanent structural elements of the building. D. Furniture within the business premises. Correct answer. C. Permanent structural elements of the building. Explanation. Business personal property typically covers movable items such as inventory, equipment, and furniture used in the business. Permanent structural elements are generally covered under the building property section, not business personal property. Question 44. In Missouri, which of the following is considered an indirect loss of a homeowner's insurance policy? A. Physical damage to the home from a fire. B. Additional living expenses while the home is repaired. C. Damage to the garage from a tree fall. D. Theft of personal property. Correct answer. B. Additional living expenses while the home is repaired. Explanation. Indirect losses, such as additional living expenses, occur as a result of a direct loss. In this case, the additional costs of living elsewhere while the home is repaired due to fire damage are considered indirect, whereas the direct loss would be the actual fire damage to the home itself. Question 45. Which of the following would likely be covered under the liability section of a Missouri homeowner's insurance policy? A. Damage to the policyholder's home caused by fire. B. Legal fees from a lawsuit filed by a guest injured on the property. C. Theft of the policyholder's vehicle. D. Medical bills for the policyholder's injury at home. Correct answer. B. Legal fees from a lawsuit filed by a guest injured on the property. Explanation. The liability section of a homeowner's policy covers legal costs if the insured is sued for injuries that occur on the property to others, such as guests. It does not cover the insured's own property damage or their personal injuries, as these would fall under different parts of the policy or be excluded. Question 46. Which of the following is TRUE regarding the Missouri Property and Casualty Insurance Guarantee Association? A. It provides coverage for uninsured homeowners. B. It assists policyholders if their insurer becomes insolvent. C. It offers discounts on insurance premiums. D. It covers all types of insurance policies. Correct answer. B. It assists policyholders if their insurer becomes insolvent. Explanation. The Missouri Property and Casualty Insurance Guarantee Association helps protect policyholders by covering claims if their insurance company goes bankrupt. It does not provide discounts or cover all types of insurance, as it specifically serves as a safety net in cases of insurer insolvency. Question 47. What is the purpose of Missouri's anti-concurrent causation clause in property insurance? A. To exclude certain types of perils from coverage. B. To prioritize which claims get paid first in a disaster. C. To deny coverage when damage is caused by both covered and uncovered perils. D. To determine the market value of the property. Correct answer. C. To deny coverage when damage is caused by both covered and uncovered perils. Explanation. An anti-concurrent causation clause in Missouri insurance policies denies coverage when damage results from both covered and uncovered perils. For example, if both wind covered and flood uncovered cause damage to a home, the insurer may deny the claim. This clause is common in policies to limit liability in complex damage scenarios. Question 48. Which of the following actions would NOT be considered an unfair claims settlement practice under Missouri law? A. Failing to provide a reasonable explanation for claim denial. B. Requiring excessive documentation to prove a loss. C. Promptly paying a legitimate claim in full. D. Delaying the investigation without cause. Correct answer. C. Promptly paying a legitimate claim in full. Explanation. Promptly paying a legitimate claim in full is a standard and expected practice, not an unfair one. Missouri law prohibits insurers from engaging in unfair claims settlement practices, such as unnecessary delays or failing to provide adequate explanations for claim denials. Question 49. What does Missouri's actual cash value received method for property claims entail? A. Payment based on replacement cost with no depreciation. B. Reimbursement that reflects the depreciated value of the property. C. A payout equal to the original purchase price. D. Payment of the policy's full coverage limit. Correct answer. B. Reimbursement that reflects the depreciated value of the property. Explanation. The actual cash value (ACV) method calculates a claim payout based on the property's depreciated value, meaning the insured receives compensation for the item's current worth rather than its replacement cost. This approach accounts for the age and wear of the property at the time of loss. Question 50. Under Missouri law, which of the following practices is prohibited for insurers regarding policy renewal? A. Sending renewal notices by mail. B. Non-renewing a policy without advance notice. C. Offering a renewal with a premium increase. D. Allowing the policyholder to change coverage limits at renewal. Correct answer. B. Non-renewing a policy without advance notice. Explanation. Missouri law requires insurers to provide adequate advance notice to policyholders if they do not intend to renew a policy. This gives policyholders the opportunity to seek alternative coverage and ensures continuity of insurance protection. Question 51. In Missouri, which of the following statements about insurable interest is correct? A. It is only required for life insurance policies. B. It exists when a policyholder would experience financial loss from property damage. C. It allows for any individual to take out insurance on any property. D. It is established only at the time of claim filing. Correct answer. B. It exists when a policyholder would experience financial loss from property damage. Explanation. In Missouri, an insurable interest exists when the policyholder stands to suffer a financial loss if the insured property is damaged or destroyed. This requirement ensures that insurance is only used to protect against legitimate financial interests rather than speculation. Insurable interest must be present at the time of policy inception and often at the time of loss as well. Question 52. Under Missouri homeowners insurance, which of the following is generally covered under coverage D? Loss of use. A. Structural damage to the home. B. Additional living expenses when the home becomes uninhabitable. C. Theft of personal property within the home. D. Medical payments to others. Correct answer. B. Additional living expenses when the home becomes uninhabitable. Explanation. Coverage D in a homeowner's insurance policy provides compensation for additional living expenses if the insured home becomes uninhabitable due to a covered peril. This helps pay for temporary housing and other necessary living costs until the home is repaired or replaced. Question 53. What is the main purpose of the coinsurance clause of ECA Missouri Commercial Property Insurance Policy? A. To increase the policy's deductible. B. To require the insured to maintain a minimum amount of coverage. C. To limit the types of losses that are covered. D. To cover liability costs for the insured. Correct answer. B. To require the insured to maintain a minimum amount of coverage. Explanation. The coinsurance clause encourages policyholders to insure their property to a certain percentage of its value, typically 80% or more. If the insured fails to maintain the required coverage level, they may face a penalty at the time of a claim or receive less compensation in the full amount of the loss. Question 54. Under Missouri insurance regulations, what is required for an insurer to cancel an auto insurance policy after it has been in effect for more than 60 days? A. Non-payment of premium. B. Any change in the insured's employment status. C. Relocation of the insured. D. Increase in the insured's annual mileage. Correct answer. A. Non-payment of premium. Explanation. In Missouri, once an auto insurance policy has been in effect for more than 60 days, it can only be canceled for specific reasons such as non-payment of premium, license suspension, or fraud. General factors like employment status or mileage increase are not valid reasons for cancellation after the initial period. Question 55. Which of the following best describes moral hazard in the context of Missouri insurance? A. The risk of unintentional property damage. B. The likelihood of incurring a loss due to poor maintenance. C. The increased risk of loss due to the policyholder's dishonest behavior. D. The increased risk of claims due to natural disasters. Correct answer. C. The increased risk of loss due to the policyholder's dishonest behavior. Explanation. A moral hazard refers to the risk of loss that arises from the policyholder's dishonest actions or intentional misrepresentation, such as exaggerating claims. Insurers consider moral hazards to assess and limit potential risk exposure. Question 56. In Missouri, which of the following would be considered an unfair trade practice by an insurance agent? A. Comparing premium rates with another company. B. Offering a referral discount. C. Misrepresenting policy benefits to a client. D. Explaining coverage limitations. Correct answer. C. Misrepresenting policy benefits to a client. Explanation. Missouri law prohibits unfair trade practices, which include actions like misrepresenting the benefits, terms, or conditions of an insurance policy. Such practices are deceptive and undermine consumer trust, leading to legal consequences for agents involved. Question 57. Which of the following is TRUE? Regarding the Missouri FAIR plan, A. It provides health insurance for low-income individuals. B. It offers property insurance for high-risk homes that are otherwise uninsurable. C. It covers life insurance policies for individuals with pre-existing conditions. D. It is a government-sponsored auto insurance plan. Correct answer. B. It offers property insurance for high-risk homes that are otherwise uninsurable. Explanation. The Missouri FAIR, Fair Access to Insurance Requirements, plan is designed to help homeowners in high-risk areas who cannot obtain property insurance through the standard market. It ensures access to essential property coverage when other options are unavailable. Question 58. In a Missouri auto insurance policy, which of the following types of coverage is required by law? A. Collision coverage. B. Comprehensive coverage. C. Uninsured motorist coverage. D. Roadside assistance. Correct answer. C. Uninsured motorist coverage. Explanation. Missouri law requires drivers to carry uninsured motorist coverage to protect against accidents involving uninsured drivers. Collision and comprehensive coverages are optional and provide additional protection but are not legally mandated. Question 59. What is the primary purpose of the declarations page of ECA Missouri insurance policy? A. To list the policy exclusions and limitations. B. To provide contact information for filing a claim. C. To outline the insured's coverage, limits, and premium. D. To explain policyholder responsibilities. Correct answer. C. To outline the insured's coverage, limits, and premium. Explanation. The declarations page is a summary document that includes essential information about the policy, such as coverage amounts, limits, premium, and the insured's personal details. It serves as a quick reference for understanding the scope of the policy. Question 60. Under Missouri insurance law, what is an exclusion ECA property insurance policy? A. A clause that provides additional benefits. B. A part of the policy that specifies the coverage period. C. A provision that specifies certain perils or situations not covered by the policy. D. A discount on the policy premium. Correct answer. C. A provision that specifies certain perils or situations not covered by the policy. Explanation. An exclusion in a property insurance policy explicitly states the perils or situations that the policy will not cover, such as certain natural disasters or acts of war. Exclusions help define the limits of coverage and manage the insurer's risk. Question 61. Which of the following describes the term replacement cost in Missouri property insurance policies? A. The cost of repairing property to its original condition. B. The cost of replacing property with new materials of like kind and quality. C. The amount originally paid for the property. D. The depreciated value of the property. Correct answer. B. The cost of replacing property with new materials of like kind and quality. Explanation. Replacement cost is the amount required to replace damaged or destroyed property with new items of similar type and quality without considering depreciation. This valuation method ensures that the insured can rebuild or replace their property as it was before the loss. Question 62. Under Missouri law, what is the minimum liability coverage required for bodily injury per accident in auto insurance? A. $10,000. B. $25,000. C. $50,000. D. $75,000. Correct answer. B. $25,000. Explanation. Missouri mandates a minimum liability coverage of $25,000 per person and $50,000 per accident for bodily injury. This coverage helps pay for injuries to others if the insured is at fault in an accident. Question 63. In Missouri, which of the following statements about the Missouri Workers' Compensation Program is true? A. It is optional for all employers. B. It only covers injuries that occur off-site. C. It compensates employees for work-related injuries or illnesses. D. It provides benefits only for temporary injuries. Correct answer. C. It compensates employees for work-related injuries or illnesses. Explanation. The Missouri Workers' Compensation Program requires most employers to provide coverage for employees in case of work-related injuries or illnesses, offering benefits like medical care, rehabilitation, and lost wages. Question 64. Which of the following is an example of a bodily injury liability coverage in a Missouri auto insurance policy? A. Reimbursing the insured for car repairs. B. Covering medical expenses for pedestrians hit by the insured's vehicle. C. Replacing a stolen vehicle. D. Providing rental car reimbursement. Correct answer. B. Covering medical expenses for pedestrians hit by the insured's vehicle. Explanation. Bodily injury liability coverage helps pay for medical expenses, lost wages, and other damages if the insured is responsible for injuries to another person, such as a pedestrian, in an accident. Question 65. What is a primary purpose of the Missouri Life and Health Insurance Guarantee Association? A. To pay benefits when a policyholder cannot afford premiums. B. To provide coverage for high-risk individuals. C. To protect policyholders if their insurance company becomes insolvent. D. To set premium rates for all insurers. Correct answer. C. To protect policyholders if their insurance company becomes insolvent. Explanation. The Missouri Life and Health Insurance Guarantee Association offers protection to policyholders by paying certain benefits if their insurance company becomes financially insolvent, ensuring that individuals are not left without coverage due to insurer failure. Question 66. In Missouri, which of the following types of property is generally an OT covered by a standard homeowner's insurance policy? A. Detached garages. B. Jewelry exceeding specific limits. C. The primary residence. D. Home office equipment. Correct answer. B. Jewelry exceeding specific limits. Explanation. Most standard homeowners insurance policies have coverage limits for valuable items like jewelry. To fully cover expensive jewelry, policyholders often need additional endorsements or a separate personal articles policy. Question 67. Which statement best defines underinsured motorist coverage in ECA Missouri auto insurance policy? A. Coverage for injuries caused by uninsured drivers. B. Coverage for the insured's injuries when the at-fault driver's insurance is insufficient. C. Protection for damages to the insured's car regardless of fault. D. Coverage for roadside assistance. Correct answer. B. Coverage for the insured's injuries when the at-fault driver's insurance is insufficient. Explanation. Underinsured motorist coverage provides additional protection when the at-fault driver's insurance limits are too low to cover the full cost of damages or injuries sustained by the insured in an accident. Question 68. What is the purpose of a deductible ECA Missouri homeowners insurance policy? A. To increase the policy's premium. B. To reduce the insurer's potential claims payments. C. To cover non-insured items. D. To guarantee full compensation for all losses. Correct answer. B. To reduce the insurer's potential claims payments. Explanation. A deductible is the amount a policyholder must pay out of pocket before insurance coverage kicks in. It helps reduce the insurer's claims costs and encourages policyholders to avoid small claims. Question 69. In Missouri, which of the following types of loss would generally be covered under a homeowner's insurance policy's personal property coverage? A. Flood damage. B. Theft of personal belongings. C. Earthquake damage. D. Wear and tear. Correct answer. B. Theft of personal belongings. Explanation. Personal property coverage in a homeowner's policy typically includes protection for items stolen from within or outside the home. However, losses like flood damage or wear and tear are generally excluded from standard homeowners policies. Question 70. Under Missouri insurance law, which of the following defines surplus lines insurance? A. Insurance written by a licensed Missouri insurer. B. Additional liability coverage on top of a standard policy. C. Insurance for high-risk individuals or unique risks not covered by standard insurers. D. Insurance that covers only flood risks. Correct answer. C. Insurance for high-risk individuals or unique risks not covered by standard insurers. Explanation. Surplus lines insurance provides coverage for high-risk or specialized needs that the standard market cannot cover. It is typically offered by non-admitted insurers who are not licensed in Missouri but can still legally provide insurance through surplus lines brokers. Question 71. In Missouri, what is the main difference between an actual cash value policy and a replacement cost policy? A. Actual cash value considers depreciation, replacement cost does not. B. Replacement cost policies have lower premiums than actual cash value policies. C. Actual cash value provides more coverage than replacement cost. D. Replacement cost requires the insured to pay all repair costs upfront. Correct answer. A. Actual cash value considers depreciation, replacement cost does not. Explanation. An actual cash value policy pays for the value of damaged property minus depreciation, whereas a replacement cost policy pays the full amount required to replace the damaged property without considering depreciation. Question 72. Under Missouri law, what does comprehensive coverage in auto insurance typically protect against? A. Damage caused by a collision with another vehicle. B. Theft, fire, vandalism, and weather-related damages. C. Liability for injuries caused to others. D. Repairs needed due to mechanical failure. Correct answer. B. Theft, fire, vandalism, and weather-related damages. Explanation. Comprehensive coverage in auto insurance helps protect a vehicle against damages caused by events other than collisions, including theft, vandalism, fire, and natural disasters. Question 73. In Missouri, which of the following best describes the role of an insurance adjuster? A. A professional who evaluates insurance applications for approval. B. A representative who reviews claims and determines the payment amount. C. An attorney who settles disputes between insurers and policyholders. D. A financial advisor specializing in insurance investments. Correct answer. B. A representative who reviews claims and determines the payment amount. Explanation. An insurance adjuster is responsible for assessing claims to determine the validity and the amount the insurer should pay to the policyholder based on the policy terms. Question 74. Missouri requires uninsured motorist coverage for bodily injury. This coverage is designed to A. Cover medical expenses if the insured is hit by an uninsured driver. B. Pay for vehicle repairs if the insured's car is stolen. C. Replace personal property stolen from the insured's vehicle. D. Pay for damages the insured causes to an uninsured driver. Correct answer. A. Cover medical expenses if the insured is hit by an uninsured driver. Explanation. Uninsured motorist coverage provides protection for bodily injuries sustained by the insured if they are involved in an accident with a driver who has no insurance. Question 75. In Missouri, what is a binder in relation to an insurance policy? A. A document that cancels an existing insurance policy. B. A temporary contract that provides coverage until the formal policy is issued. C. A payment plan option for high-risk policies. D. A statement of an insurer's intention to deny a claim. Correct answer. B. A temporary contract that provides coverage until the formal policy is issued. Explanation. A binder is a temporary contract that gives the insured immediate coverage until the official insurance policy is completed and issued. Question 76. Which of the following would be covered under the loss of use provision in a Missouri homeowner's policy? A. Replacement of damaged personal property. B. Temporary living expenses if the insured home is uninhabitable. C. Repair costs for a leaking roof. D. Structural damage to a detached garage. Correct answer. B. Temporary living expenses if the insured home is uninhabitable. Explanation. The loss of use provision helps cover additional living expenses like hotel stays and meals if the policyholder cannot live in their home due to a covered loss. Question 77. Under Missouri's Valley Policy Law, when a total loss occurs due to covered peril, what must the insurer pay? A. The depreciated market value of the property. B. The full replacement cost of the property regardless of policy limits. C. The amount of coverage stated in the policy regardless of the property's actual value. D. Only the amount required to repair the property. Correct answer. C. The amount of coverage stated in the policy regardless of the property's actual value. Explanation. Missouri's Valley Policy Law requires insurers to pay the full policy amount in the event of a total loss caused by a covered peril regardless of the actual cash or replacement cost value of the property. Question 78. What does a subrogation mean in the context of Missouri insurance policies? A. The insurer waives the deductible after a claim. B. The policyholder can transfer their coverage to another person. C. The insurer has the right to pursue recovery from a third party responsible for the loss. D. The policyholder can terminate coverage at any time. Correct answer. C. The insurer has the right to pursue recovery from a third party responsible for the loss. Explanation. Subrogation allows the insurer to seek reimbursement from the party at fault after paying the insured's claim, helping to reduce overall claim costs and prevent double recovery. Question 79. In Missouri, the total loss for an automobile typically means A. Repair costs exceed the car's fair market value. B. The car was damaged in a collision. C. The car was stolen and not recovered. D. The car needs extensive maintenance. Correct answer. A. Repair costs exceed the car's fair market value. Explanation. A total loss occurs when the cost to repair the car surpasses its market value. In such cases, insurers usually pay the actual cash value of the car rather than repairing it. Question 80. Which of the following is true about Missouri's anti-concurrent causation clause in homeowners insurance? A. It limits payment to half the policy value for all claims. B. It excludes coverage for losses caused by a combination of covered and non-covered events. C. It automatically covers all perils regardless of exclusions. D. It applies only to windstorm-related claims. Correct answer. B. It excludes coverage for losses caused by a combination of covered and non-covered events. Explanation. The anti-concurrent causation clause in Missouri allows insurers to deny claims if both covered and non-covered perils contribute to the loss. For example, if both flooding, usually excluded, and wind damage, covered, occur simultaneously, coverage may be denied. Question 81. In Missouri, what is the purpose of the Missouri Property and Casualty Insurance Guarantee Association? A. To ensure that all insurance claims are paid in full, regardless of the insurer's financial status. B. To provide coverage for uninsured individuals. C. To cover certain claims if an insurer becomes insolvent. D. To reduce the premiums charged by insurance companies. Correct answer. C. To cover certain claims if an insurer becomes insolvent. Explanation. The Missouri Property and Casualty Insurance Guarantee Association steps in to pay cover claims if an insurer goes bankrupt, protecting policyholders from financial loss due to insurer insolvency. Question 82. What does coinsurance mean in a Missouri commercial property insurance policy? A. The policyholder and insurer split the claim payments equally. B. The policyholder must maintain a minimum amount of insurance on the property. C. The insurer agrees to cover two or more properties under the same policy. D. The policyholder is required to pay the full deductible for every claim. Correct answer. B. The policyholder must maintain a minimum amount of insurance on the property. Explanation. Coinsurance is a clause that requires policyholders to insure their property up to a specified percentage of its value. Failure to meet this requirement can lead to reduced claim payments. Question 83. Missouri's financial responsibility law requires drivers to A. Obtain collision and comprehensive coverage. B. Purchase uninsured motorist coverage only. C. Show proof of financial ability to cover damages from an accident. D. Carry liability coverage for bodily injury and property damage. Correct answer. D. Carry liability coverage for bodily injury and property damage. Explanation. Missouri law mandates that all drivers carry liability insurance to cover bodily injury and property damage they may cause to others in an accident, ensuring financial responsibility. Question 84. If an insurer in Missouri cancels a policy for non-payment of premiums, what notice must be provided to the policyholder? A. 5 days. B. 10 days. C. 20 days. D. 30 days. Correct answer. B. 10 days. Explanation. Missouri law requires insurers to provide policyholders with a 10-day notice of cancellation for non-payment of premiums, giving them a chance to settle overdue payments and avoid policy cancellation. Question 85. Under Missouri law, which of the following perils is generally excluded from a standard homeowner's policy? A. Fire. B. Theft. C. Flood. D. Windstorm. Correct answer. C. Flood. Explanation. Standard homeowners insurance policies typically exclude flood coverage. Homeowners who want flood protection must purchase a separate flood insurance policy, often through the National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP. Question 86. In Missouri, if an insurance policy has a deductible, this means that A. The insurer will pay this amount to the insured upon claim filing. B. The insured is required to pay this amount toward a loss before the insurer covers the remaining costs. C. The insurer and insured share the deductible costs equally. D. The deductible is a penalty for claims filing. Correct answer. B. The insured is required to pay this amount toward a loss before the insurer covers the remaining costs. Explanation. A deductible is the portion of a loss that the insured pays out of pocket before insurance coverage applies. It helps manage premium costs and discourages frequent small claims. Question 87. What is the primary function of a bodily injury liability coverage in a Missouri auto insurance policy? A. To pay for damage to the insured's vehicle. B. To cover the insured's medical bills. C. To pay for injuries to other people if the insured is at fault. D. To provide coverage for vehicle theft. Correct answer. C. To pay for injuries to other people if the insured is at fault. Explanation. Bodily injury liability coverage pays for injuries caused to others in an accident where the insured is at fault, fulfilling legal obligations and preventing out-of-pocket costs for third-party injuries. Question 80. In Missouri, how long does a policyholder have to file a claim under the statute of limitations for property damage? A. 6 months. B. 1 year. C. 5 years. D. 10 years. Correct answer. C. 5 years. Explanation. Missouri's statute of limitations for filing a property damage claim is 5 years from the date of the incident, ensuring timely reporting while allowing sufficient time for policyholders to gather necessary documentation. Question 89. What is an umbrella policy in Missouri insurance? A. A policy that only provides coverage during extreme weather events. B. An additional layer of liability protection above the limits of standard policies. C. A policy that combines health and life insurance. D. A mandatory insurance for all homeowners. Correct answer. B. An additional layer of liability protection above the limits of standard policies. Explanation. An umbrella policy provides extra liability coverage that goes beyond the limits of the insured standard policies, such as homeowners or auto insurance, offering broader financial protection. Question 90. In Missouri, a scheduled personal property endorsement allows a policyholder to insure high-value items separately with specified coverage amounts. B. Increase liability limits for all personal property. C. Decrease the deductible for certain claims. D. Insure multiple properties under a single policy. Correct answer. A. Insure high-value items separately with specified coverage amounts. Explanation. A scheduled personal property endorsement provides additional coverage for valuable items like jewelry, art, and electronics, allowing them to be insured for specific amounts beyond the standard policy limits.